Good morning, guys. What day is it? I never know. It's a Sunday, the 27th of November, and it is the first of Advent. I don't know if it's like a super religious thing to celebrate Advent in Sweden. It's not. It's more of a Christmas tradition. You light a candle and you start with Christmas. Me and my mom already started decorating this week, and we're buying a tree. A Christmas tree, obviously, on Tuesday. I put up a couple of fairy lights in my yarn room, and basically I'm just having Christmas vibes at the moment, and it's amazing. I'm so excited. So I do have something coming up next week on Saturday that I was gonna film a video for, but I just thought I'll start now. I was watching Kalila's latest video where she did a vlog with clips for over a month working on different projects, and it was so wonderful. So I thought I'm just gonna film this week, see what I'll include, and I'll edit at the end of the week. So today it's Sunday and I'm home alone, and I'm just gonna have a cleaning day. So I don't have a lot to film for you today that's knitting related, so I'm probably not gonna vlog anything today, but I just thought I'd start this video here and then see what I can get. I know that on Thursday as well, my mom and I are going into the city, into Gothenburg, to go to this store called Knapp Carlsson, Button Carlsson, and I've never been there, but everyone talks about it all over Sweden. It's apparently like a really big button store, just buttons, because I need to find a pair of buttons for my buttons for my test knit that I'm hopefully going to talk more about in this video, but I can't really do that at the moment because I don't have a lot of information. So later on about that, I'm gonna take you with me when we buy and decorate the tree. And then on Saturday, we're going to valborg in Eksjö. I went last year, it was wonderful. And they also have a Christmas market there. What am I wearing, you may ask? Why are you just having one sleeve? Well, my babe, this is obviously unfinished. I just tried it on before filming, so I just kept it on. This is my novice cardigan using Drops Air in the color black. It's not really black. On the Swedish website they called this, there was a black option, and then there was this one, which is it was called koksgrå, like cox gray. Dark gray basically, and it is basically black. I wanted a black cardigan. I wanted a black cardigan for forever. I need a black cardigan, but I feel like I'm committing a crime buying machine knit things. I'm not gonna do that. The thought of doing this was so boring. I really didn't want to do it. But I've been working on and off on this, and this is the cardigan number 7 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. Highly recommend this 1,000 times more than the novice cardigan by Bettina that uses the same yarn, because this is raglan. Oh, wanna see? This has raglan shaping. This is obviously a black cardigan, so you can't really see the details, but in real life it's gorgeous. Oh, it's so beautiful. This yarn is beautiful as well, and it just fits way better. I have a novice cardigan. This one doesn't flip up. This isn't even blocked. The novice cardigan just flips around. I already have buttons for this, but if I find a couple of pretty ones at the button store, I mean, I'm gonna get them. It's balloon sleeves, and it says to decrease now. I might add 2 centimeters. I've been in love with long sleeves. I kind of want it here, and then we'll see what I do. And then obviously knit this sleeve. But I did finish the neckline. It was so boring. I hate doing cardigans. I should really make more cardigans because I wear them so much more. That's the reason I started to crochet, because I wanted to make cardigans, because that's what I wear. But because of knitting, I started to wear sweaters instead. The thought of me picking up you pick up one of these button bands, right? And you're like, oh, amazing, I've done that. Then you have to do another, then you have to do the neckline, and then it's so boring. And then the body working back and forth, even if this is on 7mm needles, it took me forever. In other news, my terrazzo sweater that my mom was gonna knit the sleeves for me, she did that. She's a fast knitter. Oh, not there yet. So it's currently blocking. Amazing. And I was not liking the sweater. I used to be such a fan of blue, but I'm not a fan of blue anymore. But now that it's finished, the neckline is added, the sleeves, I feel like it looks amazing, and I cannot wait to wait to wear it. That is not a size inclusive pattern though. I've made the terrazzo sweater. It's only up to a 3XL, and the positive ease isn't a lot. So I'm making an XL for it to have the fit that I want. The sleeves might have been too long though. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. And this is not a size inclusive pattern as well, by the way. I just had these patterns, that's why I used the yarn with it, but I really wish that she would increase her sizing with this. I think it only has like a 2XL, if even. I don't know, because it's a wonderful cardigan pattern. And if I'm ever gonna make a cardigan again, it's probably gonna be this pattern. Just so you know. But yeah, so the terrazzo is finished. I got into this thing where I wanted to finish all of my whips before the end of the year. I was not planning on doing that. I was planning on like, oh, I'm gonna have my terrazzo left. I'm gonna have things for spring ready. But just the thought of having all these sweaters laying about. But I know for sure I probably will not finish all of my whips until Christmas because I want to do Christmas gifts. So yeah, I'm not gonna have the time to do that. But here is my sweater number 14 that I swatched for it, and not the last video, but the one before that. And she has 1 sleeve, 2 sleeve, and I have 2 skeins of Sunday left. Only like 1 skein of I'm probably gonna have to add mohair. I want this as a dress. It has a split hem on this side, and I want the split hem to be like below my butt, so I can just wear a black skirt and then this on top as like a dress. This is just how much more. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy more mohair. This is a whip. The terrazzo is not a whip anymore. The sweater number 14 is a whip, and then this one that I started. Don't mind this, by the way. It's some Christmas gifts that I'm supposed to wrap. It's not time yet. I have so much to say about this, but I don't want this intro to be too long, so I'm just gonna show it. This is the novice sweater mohair edition. It was supposed to be a cardigan, but I didn't. Yeah, obviously just at the beginning stages, I'm using Isage. Sorry. Isage mohair with Sorella in Swarovski. I don't know what it's called. I got this from Kalila and the Girls. I've never said that before. I don't know. This mixy matchy turned into this, like a lighter version of the other. We'll see what happens with this. This is gonna be, it's soft. This is the softest thing I've ever made though. Okay, yeah, so now just know that I'm working on that. Let's not talk about that one right now. And then Christmas gifts. I'm working on a pair of socks. I finished the first sock and I'm on the, I've done the heel and all of that. So I'm just about to reach the toe on the second sock as a Christmas gift for my mom. Just wearing this right now. I'm so excited to finish this because it's perfect. I'm probably gonna go for brown buttons, like those plastic ones. Gorgeous, basic. So yeah, that's a little update for you. We'll see what footage I get this week. I filmed a little like a week ago because it started to snow. And I was so excited. I was like, now is the time where I start to have the most Christmas vibes in my videos. This is gonna be amazing. And the snow melted away 2 days later, which was such a shame. I knitted this much this morning, which is quite a lot, which is strange because I saw a video of Maddie Healy kissing a fan on stage, and I basically just spent all morning replaying that video. I don't know how I got any knitting done, to be honest, but we did. My dad bought this tree for me, and we're gonna decorate it. Oh yeah, just lay there. So you're meaning to tell me that I need to add a piece of thread to all of these? Do you know who I am? I can't do that. We got to do it. Where's my scrap yarn? Blue scrap yarn.
That's the ugliest shit I've seen. Ja, bra. Jag står på kameran nu. Vilken som helst. Är de dyra? Då går vi tillbaka till de dyra granarna, mamma. Oj! Nu jävlar! Den där var väl fin. Men var den inte lite tom där? Ja. My entire floor is just full of Christmas gifts. And speaking of gifts, kind of, I do have 3 packages that came on the same day. I don't know, I ordered one of them like 1.5 week ago, and the other one like a couple of days. I don't know, but they all came at the same day. And when I've opened gifts on camera before, I've accidentally showed my address multiple times, but this time I'm gonna try to be more professional. 3 yarn packages. Let's open this one first. It's from Frida's Fina, it's called. Thank you for shopping from your store. Yeah. My favorite chocolate. How cute. Thank you. And here, this is quite a boring order, really. They're all messed up. This is Drops Kid Silk in the color light beige, because I need more mohair for my sweater number 14. I have too much Sunday and not enough of the mohair, so now I have 3 extra skeins. I'll probably have a lot left over, but it's fine. I was just scared of ordering 2 in a different dye lot and then having to have another one. This package is from Illotil. Don't know what this is. Oh, right! This is for my colorwork mittens that I'm gonna make. So the story. A woman came into my yarn shop and she was looking for yarn for a pair of mittens, and she had a book with her. And she showed me. And it was these mittens of, the design is, I'll put it up here, of one of my favorite artists, Håkan Hellström. And I just knew that even though I never wear mittens, even though I never really liked color work, I did say that my goal for this year was to learn new techniques, and I've done a lot of things but not color work, so I'll try to get that done before the year is over, or I'll do the mittens. I don't know why I say mittens in a British accent, but I'll do the mittens at the beginning of next year as like a, oh, new year, new me, color work type of thing. Oh, and I also bought this for my brother. I don't know if I mentioned this. but I'm making a zipper sweater for my brother. It's a story for a different time, I can't. But it's the black one, 35 centimeters, lovely. And I think I only need one skein of each of these. It's Drops Flora in color 10 and Drops Flora in color 01. Ooh. And I think I only need one of each. Like the patterns in the book, it just states like no pattern has an explanation of how much yarn you need. It's like in the beginning of the book, she explains how to knit mittens and how to think. And it's like, oh, you can use these yarns and you can use this needle. Like it's very bland, the explanation, for a beginner like me. So I bought 2 to be extra, and if I have leftover, I'll just make a pair as a birthday gift for my best friend who also loves Håkan, and we went to his concert together this year. So that's what that is for. And the last package, now I know where it's from, and it's from Passion's Gone in a town called Umeå in the north of Sweden. And I wonder when they will start doing podcasts again, because Rebecca, I think her name is, and oh my god, I completely forgot. I love her. Caroline! They had a podcast that I really liked, but they stopped. And this is all Christmas gifts. Fun fact, they had borsted alpaca from Sun Is Gone on sale last year. So on Passion's Gone website, and that's where I bought the yarn for my first ever knitted sweater. The pink borsted alpaca, if you remember. Here we have some candy. Thank you very much. Oh, this is a lovely color selection. Wait. Fuck me. Whoop! Okay, so this is all going to become Sunday socks. So this is the yarn Perfect. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello! There we go. The yarn Perfect from Sun Is Gone. 2 skeins. I hope this is enough. I didn't even think. Is this enough? Okay, so these are for me. I'm gonna make a pair of Sunday socks for me. And these in this color, the green one, because hello, love green. This was going to be for my mom. Probably won't make her Sunday socks anymore since I made the Sophie shawl. I'm finished with that, by the way. I finished that yesterday. So it took me like 1 day. Yeah, I did it in 1 day. I started late on the evening and finished it late evening the day after. I'm also blocking my cardigan number 7, by the way. I'm just finishing whips. Oh my god. Probably gonna make Sunday socks for me in this. One thing I could do, since I'm gonna make the biggest size of the Sunday socks, maybe I needed like an extra skein. I don't know. I'll have to check the pattern. I could use this for stripes, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But this is the yarn I'll use for my brother's Sunday socks, and this is for my dad. We'll see what happens. I don't really know, honestly. I'll try to show you guys this. This is just a box with the yarn that I'm selling on a site called Tradera. I do this a couple of times, too often, because I have too much yarn that I know I will never use, and I have a lot of yarn left over. Like for example, this Drops Lima is the one I used for the Sophie shawl. My mom was going to knit the biggest size of the Sophie shawl, so I had 5 skeins. I ended up using only 2.5 skeins for her Sophie shawl as a Christmas gift. So I have left over, selling that, and I don't have a price for it. I just auction it, and sometimes the first time I sold yarn, this much yarn, and I got like $60 for it, and I was like, ooh, really? Okay. And other times I've been selling a lot of yarn and I've gotten only like $10 or something. And it's not smart, because I spend money on the yarn, and then I feel like for 2021, I'm gonna have to do a video where we talk about like goals for 2021. Start 2023. Yes. because it's not like I'm not buying any more yarn, guys. It's not a promise like that at all. It's more like quantity over quality, and we'll have more. We'll talk about that. These are the first set of needles that I ever got. I got that together with Passion's Gone, that order. So this was my first interchangeable needle set, and I hate them. They're plastic. You only screw them on, so they would come off all the time. So I'm selling these now as well. I don't need them. So I'm selling all of that yarn. I'm taking this in. But this is not like, I'm using this straight away. I'm starting to knit on them today. So that's it, I guess. I leave for my doctor's appointment to get vaccinated in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna go to my doctor's appointment, knit while I wait for my vaccination. You know when you have to sit and wait? Yeah. Ooh, go to the post office to send off Kahila, and Malika's Christmas gift. Right, oh, by the way, I'm sorry, this is not coherent at all. I bought a pair of sock blockers off of Hobby. I don't like Hobby. I could talk shit about them for hours. No, obviously not. I shouldn't say that. I don't like Hobby, basically. Sorry. You can like Hobby. I liked Hobby for a long time. I don't like Hobby anymore. But I did go on there because I came up with an idea. Since my dad has a size 45 foot and my brother has the same, the Sunday socks pattern only goes up to size 44 EU size. I bought a pair of sock blockers, like the large size on the Black Friday sale. Because I don't knit socks. I don't want to spend a lot of money on sock blockers. I'm sorry. I have to be smart about my economy. Support local yarn stores, support all of that. But I don't always have the ability to do that because I'm not married to Maddie Healy yet. I'm not rich, guys. Just hold on. But yeah, so I'm gonna knit them with that 4.5 needle, the biggest size. Put them on these sock blockers and stretch them out and pray to God they fit. So I should cast one of these on right now so I can knit on them in the doctor's office. I feel like that would be smart. I will have another video up before the new year, at least one video up, because I have a bunch of ideas. We need to talk about all the things that I knit this year. We need to talk about my plan. And another thing, you've seen that I've wrapped a lot of Christmas grips, Gorilla Grip, Christmas gifts, but I haven't wrapped all of my Christmas gifts that I've knitted yet. So I'm saving that for a video so we can go through what I've knit for Christmas. There's so much to do, not a lot of time really. I think I filmed in here a couple of months ago with the same bag, so I'm getting nostalgic. Getting vaccinated, let's go. This lighting is atrocious. It is. well, thanks. Thank you for that. It's a new car, so I don't really know how it works. Maybe this is better even. That one was that light was pretty scary. Wait, I need to lock my cars. Ooh. Lock the doors, I mean. I casted on my socks at the doctor's office. I was texting a lot as well, so I didn't have the time to knit a lot. I'm just gonna finish this row, even though I'm gonna frog it when I come home, just because I'm in the middle of a row, so you guys can't really see. I didn't have the time to cast it on at home, so I just took a skein with me and my needles. I'm using my non-interchangeable C-knits that I have, 4.5 Koshitsu. I don't know what they're called. Okay, last 2 stitches. Here we are. So it said that is atrocious. It said to cast on loosely. So I casted it on, well, hello. So I casted it on 2 needles. But this looks way too big. Okay, there's 2 ladies outside my car, so I don't really want to act like I'm talking on camera. This is almost as wide as my face. When I get home, I'm gonna cast them on normally. So not on 2 needles together, but on 1 needle. And see if they're a bit smaller, because this is not even my dad has these wide. I don't think you can tell how wide it actually is. could almost be a neckline. I think I'm not as tight of a knitter anymore as I used to be. I always used to go up to 4.5. But lately I've been measuring when I haven't gone up and I'm on perfect gauge, so I think I'm not as tight anymore. So just as tight, but you know. Yeah, I'm just not as much of a tight knitter, I think. I'm gonna go home and check. Do a gauge swatch? Absolutely not for socks, but I might go down to 4. I'm just putting all of my hope into these sock blockers that my socks are gonna turn out the right size, but this was just, they're too big. They're too big. I also cut my hair today. I don't know if you've noticed. I stood in the mirror and I said, let's just do it. And I cut my own hair. That wasn't as smart. Spotify Wrapped! Ooh, I need to look at that first. Kisses! Kallt. Får vi kolla på din mössa? Vad heter mössan?
Mössa? Myssa?
Nej men hipstermössan. Hipsterhu. Mm.
All alone again tonight, but you don't seem to forget about yourself. Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected. The flowers and the birds and bees, the northern lights, yeah, we're all affected. Watching, pray, pray, pray. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. So here's a reminder to look at life that's pouring into you. And so my friend, let me tell you once again, and you know that it's true. Forget about seeing it or hearing it, in the end you must feel. Forget about all you know, you need to go, it's okay to let go. Just let it go, go, go. Then you're breathing in.
Hi guys, I'm so sorry about this lighting. The reason why I really don't want bad lighting right now is because I'm gonna show you yarn. I was planning on filming this morning when I woke up, but I overslept. And then I went to Sextagon Note, the yarn store I work at, and Spinneriet. I went there with my mom and my aunt, and we went to the yarn store because she wanted to buy a dress. I had to buy yarn, and we also ate lunch. And then my mom and I decided to go, because we're putting up the Christmas tree today, right after I filmed this. We started this video on the 1st of Advent, I think, and now it's the 2nd of Advent today, so Christmas is almost over. But yeah, I have to show you and tell you more about the yarn that I bought yesterday. I'm not gonna knit on with this yarn until next year, so you're gonna hear more about it then. And the lighting is so bad right now, so it doesn't really matter. But I just thought I'd share my plans and tell you why I bought so much yarn, because I'm not rich. This yarn, oh my god, these were all in a little basket on the ground for 100 crowns per hank, which is about $10. Because she had a lot of these, just like single skeins of different stuff that she was just selling out for $10. I got there like 40 minutes after she opened, and somehow in this basket there was one sweater quantity of this. And I started filming when I got into her studio, and I was gonna film the entire thing, but as soon as I saw this, I knew that filming had to be my second priority. I needed to find some yarn, and I'm lucky that I picked this up because a lot of people came after me. They didn't come after me, but they came into the studio after me and started looking through it. So I'm just so glad I picked this up. So this is Silky Yak DK. It says that the color is Fluke Pot. She has, I don't know what that means, but I know that she has a lot of colors named that, like Fluke Pot number 7, Fluke Pot number 4. Thank you, camera. Which is, I think, when she just dyes something, and that's the colorway. And it's 60% merino, 20% yak. Don't know what yak is. And silk. This color, all fall, I've been saying that I need something in the color Rust from Knitting for Olive. And then I find this. So this is DK, so it only has 200 meters. So I found these 5 skeins at first. And then I found this one. And I was like, I have 1,000 meters here. That's probably enough. But I convinced myself, if I'm gonna pay $50 for this, I can pay $60 and be sure that I have enough for a project. So this is 1,200 meters. Don't know what this will be. This colorway is amazing. I don't know what it will be, but I'm so happy about this. There's absolutely no way that I could afford buying 6 skeins of hand-dyed yarn. I've never even looked at hand-dyed DK weight yarn because you need so much of it, and I can't afford it. So $60, 600 kronor for a hand-dyed sweater quantity. I just walked around the studio with that in my arms because I didn't want anyone else to pick it up. And then my mom found this. This is merino silk. I've used the one I'm using for my test knit right now, and the one I used for my mom's Sunday sweater is also some type of merino silk blend from her, but I don't think it's this exact type of yarn actually. But this is 60% merino and 40% silk, and it doesn't have a color, and it's just white, so I think it's undyed, which is lovely. It's super soft. I don't think she usually writes out when it's superwash merino, so I don't think this is superwash merino either. We found these and another skein of white, but it was so much softer. This is already soft, but that was alpaca fingering, and it had some like silk in it. But since it wasn't the same yarn, we just bought this. This is 800 meters. I've been planning on going to valborg ever since she came out with that she's doing an open studio this year as well. I went last year, as I said, and it was wonderful. Yeah, and my plan was to buy some hand-dyed mohair because I'm obsessed with hand-dyed mohair, but I need it to be speckled. Like, this is gorgeous. Like, I need speckles or something like this. Not too, I don't want it too variegated. She had this green one that was speckled and a white golden one. But when I went into the studio and I saw them in real life, I wasn't as obsessed with them as I was on the website, which was good because I was going to order them from the website earlier this fall, but I'm glad I didn't. I don't think you guys remember this. This is some hand-dyed mohair in the color ramshackle. I've ordered this before. This is what I used for my first marble sweater. That was a failure. It was my first ever video. I used 1 strand of drops Nepal, 1 strand of drops air, and then I bought hand-dyed mohair. But I was quite a beginner knitter. I thought the speckles would, like the colors of the hand-dyed mohair would show. Of course it didn't. It was 10mm needles with 2 other yarns. You can see some blue spots on my marble sweater, not the recent one, the first one I made. And a part of me has always wanted to unravel that sweater just to get the hand-dyed mohair back. And I looked at this and it's so beautiful. It has the brown tones that I love, but it also has the blue. And when I came home I realized this has more darker spots than this one, so maybe I should have chosen another skein. I just picked 2. I should have looked at them and like chosen one that was more similar to this, but I mean, come on. This has some dark in it as well. It's probably fine. I'm sorry, do I really want to buy the same? But I do, because this is my favorite colorway. So I'm gonna pair these and make some type of top. It's 800 meters. I'm thinking maybe like a Colette tee. I need it to be just simple stockinette so that mohair shows through. But I'm thinking like for spring, because then you have the undyed, and then I'm sorry about the lighting. Okay, now you know the plans for that. That was amazing. That cost me like 1,300 crowns or something, which is like $130 for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hangs. Oh, the mohair wasn't on sale, by the way, but it was, I had to buy it. That was why I was there. I bought this at the yarn store today. It's just knitting for Olive soft silk mohair in the color Flöde cream. And in the next video I'm gonna make, I'm probably gonna be filming next week. Maybe, I don't know. I enjoyed filming this week, where we'll talk about the test knit, things I've knit. Oh, I just quickly want to share my Sunday sweaters. Sunday socks. I really didn't want this vlog to be all about socks. It kind of was. I'm not a sock knitter. I never watch videos, sorry, with people that only knit socks and shawls, because that's just not what I knit, so I don't like watching it. But yeah, come this far on this one. Heel, I'm at the last 2 like gusset decreases. I'm really stressed about it, but I did realize that I need more yarn. So I bought 1 extra skein of this and 1 extra skein of the yellow one for my dad. I just need it. It's going to be different dye lots, but it's socks. Who cares? They're just going to have them at home because it's so cold right now. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at with that. My test knit, I restarted it 2 times. Not because of the pattern, not because of doing it wrong, because of the yarn choice. It has been a struggle finding the right yarn. I think I finally got it. I'm using some sash yarn and this, but that's gonna have to be in the next video. But I picked up 1 package that we could go through. Maybe it's from Hobby. These are what I want to show you. I've never owned a pair of sock blockers. That's why I don't want to show the rest, because it's all Christmas gifts. And in the next video, we're gonna go through all my Christmas gifts and wrap them together. I was so happy because I managed, I'm gonna show you, to wrap all the Christmas gifts that was laying behind me. But today we bought way more, so I need to wrap them later. That was it for this week. I hope you enjoy this video. Next, we'll close off this video with me dressing the tree. Dressing the tree? You can say that. Oh, right. Before that, maybe. Okay, cardigan number 7 is done. The buttons is not sewn in yet. We'll save that for another time. Let's decorate the tree. I've been waiting all week.
Det är jättefint. Ska vi ut och filma?
Ja, ta du kameran.
Ja, är den igång?
Ja.
Nu, gå ut och filma. Now you will see the lights. Let's take it from this side. Da, 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 da. Oof! Get out, guys! Check this out! There is Alexandra. Woohoo! Woohoo! That's nice. That is really, really nice. Woohoo! Oh, Christmas tree.
Oh, Christmas tree.
Nej, vad är det? Är det pappa? Det var förra året. Ja, Alexandra! Titta vad pappa fixar! Ja!
Den är nu.
Åh, du är...
Hjälp. Take a video, watch a slow-mo.
Ja.
Du vet, hon tar fram sin solfjäder i slutet. Känner.
Jag är ju grym på det här, va?
Det är perfekt.
Klipper bara toppen lite.
Nej, det kan man inte göra.
Ja, vi måste klippa toppen.
Vad gör det inte bra, Santa? Det kan man. Det är väl en gyllene regel att man inte ska klippa toppen. Jag måste flagga runt om. Hur ska jag göra?
Du sätter den där. Och så såg du med en hand.
Känner jag vikingen inom mig.
Det är bra.
Wow! Wow! Jag tror från början var det att sitta här. Är det rakt?
Ja, igen.
Sådär.
Ja.
Jag kan bara ha den i år. Men vad fan! Pappa! Hur dör den?
Ja. Du gör den här med.
Nej! Hur fan vad ful!
Det var inte jättevacker, men den gör... Ja, men
Mamma! Pappa!
Just det!
Jag går knappt på pappas huvud. Mamma!
Satan.
Just det, den sitter inte så bra på det.
hej.
Nu kommer svengelskan bara för att du är här. We forgot that we need lights in the tree. We have these. We have these, but these nuts, I don't want these. I want simple, small dainty lights. The Target in Sweden, or how do you say it? Like a store where you can find basically everything. It's called Rusta. They close in. We're gonna drink our glögg and then we're gonna go buy some lights. So we got the lights. Show them what you got. Du behöver inte, du kan prata svenska om det.
Titta vad fin han är.
Titta! Får se, vad står det?
I'm sexy and I snoo it.
I'm sexy and I know. Lamporna sätter det så.
Ja, jag stängde av den.
Aha.
Så, jag får göra så här då.
Där har vi det.